Yeah, wait. Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you today? Everything good? So, yeah. Okay. So let me, let's do a short revision first. Then after that, I will pass the host to Rick. I think Rick will present the project that we discussed in the previous class. Okay. Then of course everyone can add value to it. And after Rick present, then I will do I will share a few case study also from the book that about this assignment. Actually, this is a university assignment. I share with some of the very creative idea that they apply into their job, their assignment. And also I will share also the one the offline class that I run for secondary school. What kind of idea they come out? At least from here, you get some idea from it. So actually, this is considered entrepreneur 101. Okay. So hope that it can you can grow it further to become a entrepreneur or businessman in the future. Okay. You will never know. Some of the kids are even as young as 5 years old, 4 years old, even 5 years old, even already published their book. And some even at the age of 7 years old, already a CEO of company. Okay, in US, in some country also. So, okay, so you will never know, maybe you will be the next. Okay, so let me pick out a few important points for our previous class, just in case you miss it, or maybe re-emphasize it again. Okay, so one of the very important is this one, how you distribute your money. Okay, I think this is the good book. I will encourage everyone to have a copy, or maybe you look through the YouTube, the summary on this book. It's very powerful. How the rich people think is very important. You just use the idea inside the book, adjust your mindset, then one day you become millionaire. Okay, actually it's like that. If you can change your mindset, you will change your life. So mindset is the very key important thing that you need to adjust it accordingly. Okay, so how you change your mindset? Of course, through the learning, talk with people, okay, and of course, attending the class, read book, all these things, then you grow over the time. And later, okay, slowly, then you will have a different mindset than other people. Or maybe you compare yourself to 1 year ago, then you will be very much different. Okay, how you see the thing, how you talk with people, all will change because of the learning that you apply in the past. Okay, so 50% in necessity, which is you cannot live without food, beverage, home to stay, rental, all these things. These are necessity. Then 10% for financial freedom that you invest. So if your passive income able to cover your expenses, you are financial free. That is the key message. Okay, passive income means that even you are sleeping, even you're on vacation, even you fall sick, the investment still give you the return while you're still sleeping. Okay, it's the money work for you. Okay, that is called passive income. It's different from active income that we use to understand that you need to work maybe 8 to 5. Okay, and you need to wait until the year end, only you get the money. Okay, so that is active. If you stop, then no income come in already. So it's based on your active effort, active contributions about your time, your skill, your knowledge, and your experience in return for the money. That is active income. Okay. Then for long-term saving is like something that you save for, let's say your iPhone, your laptop, MacBook, even a car, or maybe a vacation. Okay, whatever thing that you like to save towards to 10%, another 10% education. You see, the millionaire keep on emphasize got two very important things. 10% for education, keep on improving themselves, keep on make themselves valuable, keep them for expand their network. So this is the 10% that they utilize their money. Okay, I still remember there is a one CEO. Okay, how he educate his children is every month he allocate a pocket money for his kid to utilize this money for buy his friend or her friend a lunch or dinner. Okay, he want his children to utilize this fixed allocation money every month to social, to party with people, buy people a lunch, to tea break with anyone, to have a lunch, to have a dinner with someone. Okay, every month will be a fixed allocation on this money for him or her to expand his network. Okay, that is 10%. Okay, another 10% is give out. The moment that you give out, actually you are having a feeling of abundance. Abundance will attract abundance. Okay, scarcity will attract scarcity. If you feel not enough, then more not enough will come to your life. If you feel you have more, then what will reflect in your life is you have a lot of things in your life, abundant. So that's why giving is a feeling of abundance. Only you will, if you have more, only you will decide to give. Okay, some people think that when I have more, only I will give out. So they won't give out now. Actually, that is the wrong way. You should do it now, even you don't have enough yet, but it's using the actions of giving out, then you can grow your feeling of abundance and you will attract more into your life. So that is very powerful. And 10% about play means self-rewarding that you will spend for your life. Okay, like watch movie, like me, I like to watch movie. Okay, vacation. Okay, that is also very important. So depends what you want. That is for self-rewarding. Okay, now another summary that I always like to use is a lot of time for whatever thing that we have, we only utilize 20% that we purchase or we bought. Okay, the extra 80% should be giving out to the people that who need it. Okay, so this also remind you that when you want to buy something, remind yourself you only utilize 20%. Don't overbought, don't overbuy, don't overspend. Okay, so that the more money that you save, you should actively go and invest. Let the money work for you. Okay, so that is very important. Let me play a video. Last week I didn't play this video, so maybe I will play this video to you. It's a very interesting video. Okay, so it's about how they use the money. I think it's very powerful. That is where we learn the lesson, important lesson from this video. Okay, have a look.
Into college with grades like this?
I'm not going to college. I am going to get through high school and then get a job like regular people.
Regular people?
Yeah, you know, work in the gas station, drive a bus, something like that.
Now, what kind of salary do you expect for a regular person?
$250 a week.
I'm going to give you $300 a week. $1,200 a month. All right?
Great, I'll take it.
Yes, you will. And I will take $350 for taxes.
Whoa.
Because, see, the government comes for the regular people first. Now, how much does that leave you with?
$850.
All right. Now, you've got to have an apartment because you are not going to live here. So, an apartment in Manhattan will run you at least $400 a month.
I'll live in New Jersey.
Figure $100 a month for clothes and shoes.
Figure 200. I want to look good.
Okay, so what's that leave you with?
$200. So, no problem.
There is a problem. You haven't eaten yet.
I can get by on bologna and cereal. So, everything I need plus $200 left for the month.
You plan to have a girlfriend?
For sure.
Regular people.
Okay, so very interesting, right? It's how you use the money. Okay, so it also reminds you that actually important to make yourself valuable so that you have the option to go for the lifestyle that you want. If not, you don't have much choice in your life. Okay, so maybe I will pass I I will pass this to Rick. Rick, are you ready? Let me add you as a co-host. You can share your screen and or maybe you want to, whatever method of presentation is fine.
Yeah.
Rick, are you ready?
Yeah, for context for the people, the audience, last week Rick joined us for the discussion where we came up with our own like idea to sell something, and Rick was part of that team and he thankfully volunteered to present to us today what the team talked about. So he'll just talk a bit about their ideas and what they're planning, and yeah, just some interesting ideas.
Sure, no problem. So I pass
Yeah,
the
Rick,
speech to you.
if you don't have a presentation, don't worry about it. You can just talk about what.
Okay. Yeah. Can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, I can.
So basically, we just began by selling lemonade for $1 each using the resources we already have.
Okay.
And then we just use the money we made from that to kind of like expand our business by selling more different stuff and doing a variety of other services like lawn mowing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you have any specific day that you want to choose or any, maybe let's say a summer day or what? And where the location you want to sell it and etc.
I'm pretty sure we chose like summer around a school.
Then, do you have any idea on roughly the cost that you spend and also how much you plan to earn from this project?
Maybe he
Or
didn't.
maybe the member also, oh, okay, he didn't calculate. Okay, no problem. So actually, this is the start of the business proposal. Okay, this is the start of business proposal. Thanks, Rick. Thank you for volunteer yourself. Okay. Actually is now actually it's very important to know calculate what kind of cost that you will use. Let's say how many lemon that you will use, then how much liter, how in terms of number, how much the liter the lemonade that you can produce based on how many lemons that you purchase and what kind of cost and who able to put it, and then you must put the sugar, ice, and etc. Then if you need to rent a place for you to set out the counter or set out the store, then also you must count it in. So that is something your cost and also how many cup you can produce and how, previously they discussed about selling in $1 to $2. Okay, so then after that, how much you earn, you deduct all your costs and that is your earning. Okay, thank you. Thanks for your input, Rick. Thank you. So let me share. Okay, now actually this is the project under this professor. Let me share in the screen. Okay, I believe that you, able to see it. Okay, so this is the professor. If you got chance, I will ask you to buy this book. It's called What I Wish I Knew When I Was 20. So he create an assignment for his university student, Professor Tina. Okay. Now, how he create the homework is I give you $5 plus 5 hours. What are you going to come out an idea to earn money? Some people limit by this $5. Some people utilize $5. So don't limit by this $5 as your working capital. Now, one of the students identify the problem in a lot of college town because there is an extreme long queue in a popular restaurant at the Saturday night because Saturday night is for party. Long queue. So because one group have about 6 to 8 people, so they will queue up in those popular restaurants. And you know, some people, they don't want to wait. Okay, you just sell your opportunity to other people. Those who don't want to wait, come in, then you say, hey, I'm number 2, I'm number 4, I'm number 5. If you don't want to wait, why not you pay me $50 or $10? Okay, without using the working capital of $5. And that is how they earn a lot of money at Saturday night. This is what they say, 5 hours. Okay, and of course, it works even better. Some restaurant, they have a so-called numbering. Okay, numbering pager. So they based on the numbering pager, then you can even enhance further, more efficient to sell out your queue to other people. Okay, yeah. So that is number 1. Number 2, idea come out is they set out a small stand or store, just a simple stand in front of student union, where they offer to measure the bicycle tire pressure for free. Okay, there will be a one device to measure what is the number in terms of your tire pressure. And if the tire needs filling, they add air for $1 for each time. Instead of you might travel to the petrol stations or the bicycle shop or whatever in order to fill your pressure. So sometimes they feel very annoying to travel so far. So instead of just in front of your student union or maybe your hostel, etc., and that is where they earn the money. Okay. Now, after 2 hours, they are not asking for $1 for each filling, but they say, okay, you can pay whatever you wish. I do for you. If you need filling, I do for you. And they even earn more. Previously, they set a limit amount for one time $1. After that, they say, never mind, I do for you for free. Then you just put the money inside the bucket, inside the box, and they earn even more. You offer a free service, then people will put it in the form of donations or pay as they wish. And actually, you get even more. So that is the evolution. That is how they enhance the services. And the last thing is the very impressive part. Let's say today is your presentation. You will be given 15 minutes of presentations because professor asks the student after they do it during the weekend and they need to present in the Monday class for 15 hours. What have they done and how much they earn? So that 15 hours, actually there is a group of students go to approach the businessman, the business company, and they say, okay, Monday I have presentations. In my class, there are a group of university students, arrange what age to what age. And I want to sell these presentations because 15 minutes. So I want to sell these 3 minutes of presentations to you. Means that I will utilize this presentations time to promote your product or services because you near university. So sure you want to get recognition, sure you want to advertise to the student in my class so that when they thinking of something, they will come to you. Okay, so because it's a 15 minutes, so you can allocate to 5 groups. You can present 5 groups of business, different product and services. And that is where they gain the most money compared to other people. They're not even using the $5 as a working capital. They are not limited by this $5 as a working capital. Totally no need to use any money. Okay, they just negotiate with the business and they can arrange 5 business presentation. Okay, so let's say example, you're a restaurant, maybe McDonald's. Okay, so now I want to go to the school. I do the presentation of McDonald's on your next month promotion. Okay, so actually from this presentation, I will charge you $100 for advertisement of 3 minutes of presentation. As a student, we will present for you. Okay, you just provide all the information for me. So that is where they earn the most money. Okay, get the idea? Now, this is the Penang Methodist Boys School, and the one I just run recently. They also do a presentation. They are still very young, Form 2 and Form 3. So some of them, they want to sell perfume, but perfume, I think they find a difficulty to come up more idea, but actually the perfume, they can negotiate with the perfume company to sell to take in the number and sell during the canteen day, during the sport day, during the anniversary in the school. Then each package they sell, they earn $5 or $10. And from this, they no need to fork out their own money. Extra one, they can return back to the company. But must make sure in a good shape, okay? Then some people decide to sell pen, some even want to sell keychain. For this keychain, actually they import. They sell, they buy online and they sell it. Of course, they will do some decorations before they sell the keychain. Okay. Now, another one is they say, okay, I will teach all the group programming class, the simple programming class, and we will sell this 30 minutes of programming class to the people that they want to purchase. In this 30 minutes, I will teach them to master something. Not only I teach, but also my teammate. So one people can handle maybe 12 people in the class. So this all no need to use the money. Now, because of the 10 ringgit Malaysia, because it's in Malaysia case, so it's a 10 ringgit. So they don't have enough money. So they have the idea, borrow money from bank or from parents. Because you only have idea, normally bank will not entertain you. But the working capital can come from parents. And if you don't have the working capital, how are you going to buy the product, the keychain or pen? Then actually there is a one way called pre-launch. I can share my story with you. When I was launching my book, the Mandarin versions of the book, I don't want to fork out my capital. How I do? I do a pre-launch for 1 month. I ask around, collect all their deposit. Okay, I do the launching advertisement in a Facebook ad all in free, even for my existing student. Then I collect the money from them first. Then I use their money to do the printing. Then only I send the book to them later. Okay, so that is how you collect the money first as your working capital. It's the same like you import, export. You can say, okay, I will send you the pen after 2 weeks. So maybe you use 1 week for doing the inventory, the shipping, all these things. So you collect the money first and you pay the factory later. And once you get the material and you send, or maybe you ask the factory to send to the consumer, to the public. And that is, you no need to fork out your own money. Okay, so try to find a creative way, okay, in your business. And also, then, now, after you start with your business, then you must thinking about how are you going to expand it. Okay, with these few people, yeah, actually there is another idea like this just now about perfume or keychain. If you can sell, actually sometimes you can sell higher price during special day like Valentine's Day. Okay, you see, in front of you, let's say you have a mineral water, maybe 1 liter of mineral water. You sell it in front of the canteen, in front of your student hostel. You can sell $1 for 1 mineral water, one bottle of mineral water for $1. But you sell your mineral water in a hotel, you can sell at the $10 because in a hotel. Or the high class restaurant, you can sell $10. In the canteen, you can sell $1. But what if you sell your mineral water in the desert, in the place that lacking of water? You can sell $100 for 1 bottle. So it depends where you mark it, where you place your market, where you sell it, you can ask for higher price. It's like during the Valentine's Day, if you sell flower, you can mark out 3 times or 5 times or 10 times. Okay, because during this special day, people will look for flowers. And there is a shortage of flower also in the market. So you can sell a very, very expensive price, or maybe Mother Day, the flower, the cake celebration. Even the restaurant during the Mother Day, Father Day, anniversary, or maybe any some celebration, public holiday, they set a very high price. Okay, so that is the thing. And whatever business that you have, don't forget that maybe one people you have 24 hours. Then when needed, you hire someone to help so that you can create more and you sell more. Okay, summertime you can sell more water, drinks, beverage, lemonade just now. But during the raining time, very hard for you to sell. So you must factor in all these situations, whether people prefer like or dislike. Counter in, then it will be whatever I share here is like your entrepreneur 101. Okay, now you start to expose to this one. Okay, don't stop, continue, expand it further. Okay, now any question so far? Anything that you want to ask on this topic? And just now, whatever I mentioned, you any, or maybe you want to share any opinions, you are welcome. Okay. If not, then I will go for the next class. Let me know your thought. Any? Or you can unmute yourself, or you can type. It's fine. Okay. If no, then I continue. Yeah. So don't worry, you still can continue. Input into the chat box. Okay. Christina. Very familiar name. Okay, Christina. Okay. So again, I also share the Facebook group here again. Okay, just in case some of you haven't joined. So let me share the screen. Okay, I just want to ask around. Anyone play the Rich Dad Poor Dad game before? If yes, can you type in the chat box? Yes. Anyone play the Rich Dad Poor Dad board game before? Either online or maybe in a physical class. You play the Rich Dad Poor Dad game, the board game. Okay, Christina say no. Andy also say no. Ming Yen also say no. Andy also. Okay, never mind. Okay. Later I will share a link. Okay, later I will share a link. That is the online one. Okay, but actually, if you want to play offline, you need to buy the game box. Okay, the board game box. Alone you cannot play. You must have at least maybe 3 or 4. Okay, but it's okay. Now, it's very important. Okay, to to have the financial stability as your fundamental. So emergency fund, credit card, plus your medical, plus your insurance. That is your financial stability. Then if you have, you must come out extra money, at least 10% and above for your financial freedom. Okay. Then of course, toward the financial abundance. Okay. Now, still like before, it's very important to trace where your money in and out so that you're able to adjust accordingly. If you have negative cash flow, either you adjust your income, earn more, okay, increase your performance so that you can get higher commissions, higher performance, higher increment, higher bonus. Then in terms of expenses, where the money being spent, that is all the leaking part. You must control it. It's like the leaking bucket. You must control the water outflow from the bucket. Control it, okay? Don't make it overflow until all your money go out. You don't know where it's being spent on. And then very hard for you to adjust. Okay, so this is called income and expenses statement in the Rich and Poor Dad game. So it's in the form of salary, and if you work for others and can be in the form of commissions. Let's say you fight for the sales, you get a commission, or because of the business income. Okay, then expenses, you must write it down. Let's say for you, your expenses may be for food, go to school, the transport, okay, and maybe you buy some stationery and etc. Okay, and after you use your income, deduct your expenses, and that is where you get your positive cash flow. Now, in the income, there are two types. Active income is you must actively work, contribute your time, your skill, your knowledge, and your experience. If you stop, no income. Okay? If you stop contributing, exchange your time, your experience, your knowledge for money, when you stop, you fall asleep, and you feel not well, you cannot go to work, or maybe you on vacations, then no income coming in. That is called active income. Passive income means the income continue give you the return or salary or income or dividends, even you are on vacations, fall asleep, even you are not active, you don't put any active effort on that, you still get the return. So let the money work for you. That is called passive income. And the rich dad, poor dad always emphasize, still remember, we must jump to the right-hand side, the business or the investment. Okay, business must be something automate, so that you on vacations, the business run as it is. Like even I'm in the training, I'm teaching, my staff will continue managing the company, pick out the call, do the registrations, calculate expenses, all these things they do for you. It's a group work. Business must be in group work. If not, it's very hard for you to multiply the effect, the return, or the income. Because at the left-hand side, actually is all based on individual effort. But you must understand you only have 24 hours. So you must utilize other people's effort, so that you can multiply the effect, multiply the return and the income. Okay, so that is very important. No right or wrong, whichever you are. It's like for me, okay, it's like for me, I also an engineer before, IT support. I work for the multinational company. Then after that, I jump to become a financial advisor and trainer, speaker. So it's under self-employed. I collaborate with other people. Then after that, I form my own company. So my company, I'm able to automate about 40–50%. If recently I just hire someone, so my company will become 80% automate. 10–20% I still manage it by myself. 10–20% on something more important. Others not so important or not so critical, my staff will make their own decision. Don't everything come to me. So I must automate at least 80% of my company operation. Okay, and I also use my company platform, work with other speakers to offer their training. I get commissions. I get profit sharing with what they are doing, the training that they conduct. I use my company as a platform. And whatever money that I earn, I will actively set allocation into property, into crypto. Okay, these are the two main investments that currently I'm focusing on. And don't forget, I also invest back the money into learning. Even today, I can tell you, I spend more than 200,000 in learning. Okay, whatever I teach you is a summary, the digest that I gain from attending all kinds of training. Okay, until today, even now, I learn more than my university time because I study my degree master. Okay, so I learn more now compared last time. Okay, the money in is something that you earn from working or your business profit or you in terms of sales, and the investment return in the form of interest, number 3, from the fixed deposit of bonds, number 4, the dividend income from your stock investing, Okay, that is your income. And there is also the property that you rent out, the short lot that you rent out in the form of rental, or maybe the capital gain that you purchase now at the low price and you sell at a high price, and you make the difference between these two. Okay, and also if you have any patent, any copyright, or you publish a book that is under your name, and for each item sell, you gain the loyalty, you gain the intellectual property, you get the loyalty income, you get the copyright income. Okay, the patent that you earn. Okay, like for your Android phone, your Apple phones, for each device sell, you need to pay the Apple, the one that will own the patent that used in the Apple phone. Because Apple phone have a lot of patents, the function that you use, the feature that you use in the phone, even the Android also the same. You need to pay for each functions, feature that you use in your phone to the copyright owner, to the patent owner. That is called intellectual property. Okay? Okay. Now, in the expenses, okay, there are a lot. I think this is something that you're familiar with. The place that you stay, the transport that you use, the food that you eat, the clothes that you wear. Okay, it's very important. Make sure that you don't overspend because you only utilize 20%. Remember, whatever thing that you spend, it can be in the form of fixed or in the form of variable. Okay, fixed is very consistent. Every month there is a fixed number, but variable, it depends. You eat more or less. High class, low class. You buy the food from the market, and you buy the food from the hotel is different. You buy the food from hotel, you buy the food from cafe, also different. Okay, so all these about the expenses. Always ask yourself one question. Some necessity you cannot avoid. But something that you spend, you ask yourself one question. Will it add value to your life or not? You and your family life or not? Will that increase your happiness in your life or not? Will that create convenience, happiness, safety, sense of achievement in your life or not? Don't spend the money just to please anyone. Don't spend the money just to show off to other people. No. You don't need to buy some luxury item, high value thing just to impress people. Just to impress people or just to please people. No. Don't need. No need. Okay, not necessary. Okay. Okay, people impressed by your achievement, by your value, by your experience. Not because what you wear, what you speak, what you use, not really. Okay, first level, yes, but second level, people want more inner. Okay, I'm not asking you to simply wear, no. Okay, still need to wear properly. Okay, polite based on what kind of event that you are attending. Okay, but don't overspend. Okay, don't spend because just to impress people, no. Okay, so all the income you minus your expenses, that is your cash flow. If you have the negative cash flow, then you need to investigate. Is this month you earn lesser, or because this month you spend more? Which one you spend more? Some spending can be cut maybe next month. Okay, I overspend this month. Maybe next month for this, I may be more extra careful. Okay, that is where you get the attention. Now, balance sheet is another important statement. Now, actually, you don't look down on all this information because these are also a company account. Actually, this is account, not only in the personal perspective, but in the company perspective too. Now, asset and liability. Asset is something that you purchase, can grow in value, or maybe give you the return, give you an interest, give you a rental income. Let's say your property, or maybe you buy a car, you rent your car out for the Uber driver. Can also, okay? Or you buy a short lot, you rent it out. Bicycle, you can rent it out. maybe your business idea, you have a very fancy bicycle, you can rent it out for, let's say, 10 minutes for people arrive, and you charge maybe 10 ringgit, and that is also your asset, okay? And liability is the mortgage, is the loan that you own, okay? Now, I want to ask any one of you, do you own anything or not in terms of liability? Do you own anything? Do you owe anything to the bank, to the school, for your home mortgage, school loan, car loan, credit card loan, retail loan? Anyone? Do you owe anything to the bank? Okay, Christina say no. But actually you owe a lot to your parents, you know. Okay. Actually, Daniel say no. Aaron say no also. Ethan also say no. Yeah. Andy also say, yeah. Okay. Actually, we owe a lot to our parents. It's not easy to become our parents. Okay. From the beginning until you able to survive in the society, you start to work, that they have spending a lot of effort, time, energy, and care on you to raise you up. Not easy. Always one of the tougher job that cannot avoid. Okay, so it's very tough. So you owe a lot to your parents. Make sure you take a good care of your parents. Okay, so no matter what you do, it's always not enough for them. Okay, try to take a good care of your parents. So that is also a very important key. Okay, I always emphasize, because no matter how good you are, if you're not able to take a good care of your parents, then no point. Okay, you take a good care of your parents, your God will take a good care of you. This one for sure. Okay, now that is the liability. So for your yeah, this one. Yeah, for all the asset that you have, you deduct all the money that you owe to the bank. And that is where you get your net worth. Net worth is the important indicator to value you, whether to understand how wealthy you are. Now, some people have a lot of asset. They also have a lot of liability. So after the asset deduct liability, the net worth becomes zero. A lot of people like that. You see, they wear a very fancy car, fancy clothes, all branded, but they also under huge debt. They also having a huge debt. So this is not a good example for us to learn from. But you see, some people wear very simple, not branded, very down to earth, but they are very wealthy. They can simply take out 20,000, 100,000 because their net worth is very high. They have more asset than liability. Okay, so that is very important. Now, the asset, there is something that own that have value when you sell it, like property, vehicle, business, your pension fund, all kind of investment that you have, cash or even fixed deposit. Okay, now for liability, those items that you own, you need to repay. Okay, actually parents also one of it. But they also like the property loan that you borrow the money from the bank to buy your property so that you have house to stay. The car you want to travel around, so you need a car to travel around. So you need to, maybe you can pay with cash, then no loan. No? If you have more cash to buy with cash, then you no need to borrow money from the bank. And the business loan, credit card loan, personal loan, even a student loan. Okay, so it's very important. The best thing is try to buy the asset that can give you the dividend or income or rental, and it will add value to your income statement. Okay, from the asset, there is the arrow point to the income. So your asset will give you the return that is truly the asset. And the liability, okay, is a liability if you still need to spend on it, then that is called liability. Okay, so that is another form. Okay, a lot of time for the house that you stay and the car that you drive, if it's still under the loan, every month you still need to pay the expenses to pay back the loan, then it's not really qualified for asset. That is level 1 of level 2 of definition. Okay, actually property is the asset for level 1 definitions of the asset. But if you still under loan, you need to pay for the loan. And the property does not give you a income or rental. You are not renting it out. So it's not really an asset. Okay, to certain extent. Okay, they are more toward liability if you still need to pay the loan. But if your asset able to rent it out, then it's an asset. Okay, so that is another level 2 of definitions. Okay, so important to know whether you are positive net worth or negative. Okay, whether you have more asset than liability or you have more liability than asset. Maybe you're still very young, so you have negative net worth is normal. But going forward, you need to adjust it to have positive net worth. So in the income statement, personal financial statement, at the top is income, where you get the income, and number 2 is the expenses, and number 3 is the asset that you own, and the liability number 4. So in the right-hand side, that is the cash flow. So it's about the top one, salary, plus the passive income, the second box, the passive income, and that is your total income. Then you deduct with all the total expenses, then that will be your monthly cash flow in the small box at the right hand side. Okay, so that is very important. Now, let's say you are a mechanic. This is your profession. Every month you earn 2,000. Okay, see, so for this salary, you just put your salary 2,000 under the salary, under the cash flow. But the passive income is still 0 as a mechanic because you are profession. You are self-employed. Maybe you will work for other. Then the second one is expenses. Then you need to key in all the taxes, 360, mortgage 300, car loan payment 60, credit card 60, retail payment 50, other expenses 400. All you fill in under expenses column. Now, for the asset, you put the saving 670 and also the liability like your home mortgage 31,000, car loan 3,000, credit card 2,000, and retail debt 1,000. Okay, now for all your salary plus passive income, that is the total income. And total income deduct total expenses, that is your cash flow. Now, if your passive income able to cover all your expenses, you are financial free. And then you can jump out from this cash flow game. This is how the rich dad, poor dad cash flow game play, the outlook. And normally you play within the mouse, the rate race within the circle first, until your passive income more than your active income, your expenses, then you jump to the outer ring. Okay, jump to the outer ring. Okay, so that is the, yeah. So you are in the rate race in the side, in the circle. Then after you financial free, then you jump to the fast track. Okay, not many people jump out from the fast track. So for rate race, you need to achieve financial freedom with a more passive income. And the fast track actually is achieve the dream in the pink color. The one in the pink color is the dream. Let's say the shipyard, condo, whatever. So pick your own dream. Okay? Yeah. The objective of the game is to have your passive income more than your expenses and also achieve your dream. If you in the fast track, then if you happen to stop at the dream in the pink color that you choose at the beginning of the game, then you are the winner. Okay? You're able to buy your dream or you accumulated additional 50,000 in the monthly cash flow. Okay? So this is your objective. And in the game, they have small deal, big deal, market, and do that. Do that actually is an expenses. Market can be good or bad. And the small deal or big deal, if you have 4,000 above, you can go for big deal so that you can faster yourself to get into financial free. Okay, for bankruptcy, if your cash flow is negative, you don't have money to pay anything due, you are bankrupt. Then you need to sell your asset at half price and you lost 3 turns. Again, if your cash flow still negative, then you out of the game. Okay, so that is bankrupt. Okay. Okay. Any questions until now? Okay, let me share the cash flow game, the link. Okay, now, okay, no, Christina, thanks. Okay, yeah, okay. Now, this is the game that you can play online. You can gather a group of friends, 1 or 4 or 5. You just log in and you create your own room or own group. Then you enter into the game and you play. Each one take your turn. Then everything pop out, you decide whether want to buy or don't want to buy. Okay, because your life is a series of choice that you make, a series of decision that you make, whether right or wrong. And it will give you a different outcome or return. Okay, so yeah. So got chance, I will encourage you to play the game, no matter online or physical game. Okay, any questions before I pass to Queenie? Pass you to Queenie. Yeah, because I cannot do the physical game for you. Okay, and but if you come to Malaysia, then I can do for you. Okay, or maybe in the future lah. Maybe I just travel to Canada. Okay, so it's okay. So if not, then I think online game also can. Okay, maybe you can gather your friend or maybe in the classmate. Then maybe you can join the online game and play together. Then see who is the winner. Okay, actually you can use the game to simulate your life, so that you know the mistake that you gain, don't repeat it in your real life. Okay, so I pass to Queenie.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yong. That was a great discussion that we just had. And
Okay.
I love that you introduced the board game. So I hope that many of you guys can try out the game with your friends or just have fun with it and just play around with it. So to end off today's workshop, I'm just going to share my screen and we're going to have our Kahoot game again. So wait, okay. So I'm pretty sure you guys can see my screen now. And if you just go to www.kahoot.it or just scan the QR code here, you can join this game. So the game pin is written on the screen. Yeah, I'll just give everyone maybe like 2 to 3 minutes to join in. And yeah. Is there anyone still trying to join in? If there's problems with connection, then oh, okay. So meaning you have problems with joining in. Is it because you can't see the screen or oh, another person? You can't see the screen? Is that the same problem for everyone? For the people who are currently in the game, can you see my screen? Okay. Yeah, you can see it, Rick? Okay. So Joan, you asked if you need an account to play. You don't need an account. So just go to this link. It says www.kahoot.it, or you can also scan the QR code and it'll take you to a place where it just asks you for a game pin, and then you can just input the pin that's here. Yeah, so if you look, Mr. Yong just posted a photo for that. So, okay, yeah, Elijah, I see that you've joined. Um, Okay, Joan, you joined as well. Okay, great. So, Minya, I think it might just be a problem with maybe the Wi-Fi or the connection, but that's totally fine. I think I can post the questions later onto like the website and then you can just review it on your own. Oh, there, you joined. Great. That's it. So we'll get started then. Wait, let me just make sure there's no one else. Okay, get started. Okay, so the first question asks, what is the main goal of learning about personal finance? Okay, great. Okay, most of you guys got this right, just one person. But so yeah, the correct answer is to ensure for financial stability, freedom, and abundance. So to be honest, I feel like all of the answers are quite like it could be correct, like to become rich quickly or to save enough for retirement. However, the most like important aspect of it is the blue option. And then if you have the blue option, then you could also have the other options as well. Okay. So, which effort is related to a smaller group of people but controls a larger portion of wealth? Okay, yeah. So this one, it would be team effort. So Mr. Young kind of talked about this briefly in today's class, where we were talking about like the case studies and like how we want to sell something with only just a small amount of money or something like that. And it's important to have people around you, such as a team that can help you. And this can help promote more wealth because if you have more team, you have a team, you have more ideas, and that can really boost your growth. Okay, the leaderboard changed. So what are the two parameters of an income and expense statement? I'll give a hint, it's in the name. Yeah, okay. So most of you got this one correct. However, a few probably picked the wrong answers. So an income and expense statement, the two parameters will be income and expenses, hence the name of the statement, and it's just to balance your income and your expenses. What is cash flow? Okay, yeah. So cash flow is total income minus total expenses. And if you reflect back onto Mr. Young talking about the balance sheet, and you remember how like income is about like your passive income and your passive income, it includes your passive income, and then you minus the expenses that you use on like necessities and also like maybe a few things such as entertainment, and that will be your cash flow. Okay. What are the types of expenses? Okay, yeah. So this one, maybe a few of you guys missed it. So it's fixed and variable. So fixed is such as your rent or like your mortgage or things that you'll constantly have to pay for because it's sort of like a necessity in your life. However, variable is things that can change over time. So such as food, entertainment, and things that are you can kind of classify as not as important compared to your fixed expenses. Okay. Oh, it changed a lot. Okay, Annie's first again. So which of the following is not listed as an example of liabilities? Okay, yeah. So I guess this one's a bit more confusing. So it's investment assets, and I think you could kind of see from like the names, like these ones are all property loans, vehicle loans, credit card loans, and then this one's the only asset, so it's kind of the odd one out. However, remember back that liabilities is something that you'll eventually have to pay back to the bank or pay back to the bank, and an investment asset is something that you currently have, while loan is kind of like a thing you'll have to pay back eventually. So that's why it is classified as a liability. However, assets are not liabilities, they're just assets. What is the definition of assets according to the program? Okay, yeah. So most of you guys got this one right as well. So it's items owned that have value when sold. So it's kind of like something that you currently have and it's valuable, but then once you sell it, you can gain money from it. So it has value and you currently have it. So that's why it's an asset. It's the opposite from a it's like opposite from a liability. Okay. What is the first tip for increasing monthly cash flow mentioned in today's class? Yeah, okay, great. Most of you guys got this one right as well. So it will be increasing income and reducing expenses because remember back our equation was total income minus total expenses that will equal your cash flow. So if you want your cash flow to be greater, then increase your income and reduce your expenses, and that will give you an overall greater value for your cash flow. Okay, let's keep going. So this is regarding our case study today. So why did the free service increase the profits of the group? And the group we're talking about here is about the bike group, I think, and how they eventually did something and that increased their profits. Yeah, okay. So for this case study, they decided to change the way that they were going to like sell the product. They changed it to either from a specific payment to by donations, and this eventually increased their profit because because it was a free service, I guess by donations people felt better about what felt good. So then they just decided to pay more for the service instead of when they were restricted by a specific type of payment. So this can kind of help people who are currently thinking about selling something or doing like a fundraiser, for example. It could help really increase their profits. Okay. So balance sheets have which components? Okay, yeah. Oh, a few of you guys got this one incorrect. So it will be the specific names of it was assets, liabilities, and net worth. Those were the three that were mentioned in today's class. So when you do assets minus liabilities, that will give you your current net worth. Okay, the leaderboard changed. Okay, this is the last question. So it's true or false? Yeah, okay. Most of you guys got this one right. So it's true. So positive net worth is always better than negative because that means your assets are greater than your liabilities, and we always want more assets than liabilities. So yeah, great. Now let's see the leaderboard. Not too sure today. Okay, Joan, third, congratulations. Andi, second, congrats. And I believe first will be Julia then. Congratulations, everyone. Also to those who participated as well. Just give me a second to stop sharing. Okay, yeah. So for those for the winners, if possible, could you please, because the prizes will be sent out through email. So for the winners, please send in your email through the chat. And also, if it's possible, could you open up your camera just to confirm your identity and everything, and that it was actually you who participated in the quiz? And then, yeah, then everything will be set. Hi, Julia. I believe you won one of the previous games as well. Hi, Andi. Okay. So, I think, hi, Joan. So if both of you could just input your emails, and then I'll take a screenshot of them, and then I'll send you guys the prizes later on. Okay. So I'll just wait for Joan to do that. And while we're at it, Mr. Young, would you like to add anything to the end of today's workshop?
Congratulations for those who win the quiz. And for next week, we will do a financial calculator and also together with the AI to calculate the time money value. So yeah, encourage to join so that we will use the financial calculator and also the ChatGPT to calculate the number. Okay, so hope that you can join in, and congratulations for those who join. Maybe you can take one photo.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take. So before we take the photo, I just want to let everyone know. So like Mr. Young said, next week we'll just do a brief discussion about like the statements and how to use also Excel, because then after next week's class, we'll have a little activity once again where we're going to be more interactive with what we learned. So please stay tuned for those next two workshops, and I hope that I can see familiar faces and again. So hope to see you all again. So before we exit today, if anyone's comfortable with opening up your camera, that'd be great. So we can take a quick photo with everyone. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Christina,
Hi.
Leo, Joanne, Minian. Oh, Minian, Aaron, Ethan.
Okay.
Rick,
So
I cannot see clearly about you. Not very clear your camera.
okay. So I'll just
Okay,
take a quick photo. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1,
okay,
3.
2, 3.
Okay, great. Thanks everyone for coming
Thank
today.
you.
And I hope to see you all for future workshops as well. Our program is coming close to an end. However, I hope that all of you guys can stay in the program and hopefully stay till the end. So see you guys next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming today.
Okay, bye-bye. See
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.